This bite-sized starter is everything you could ever want in a holiday appetizer. Rich, gooey brie, a dollop of sweet cranberry sauce, and toasted pecans, all in one bite. The recipe critic Alyssa Rivers joining me with her recipe for cranberry pecan brie bites. I mean, every bit of that sounds delicious, and you say this one always wins.
This is really holidays in a little cup, and I love taking it to a party or serving it to guests because it's just so bite-sized and easy for them to pick up.
That's so fun. Okay, let's start with the dough.
Okay, so we're just using already a pre-made dough, and sometimes the crescent dough will have the seams in it, but you can buy it already just one sheet, which makes it super easy. So since we're doing them mini and fitting them in this muffin tin, we are just gonna use a pizza cutter and just slice.
Okay, our producer was like, you gotta talk about this. I've been using a pizza cutter for dough for ages, but it is so easy.
It's so nice because then you can just like do them perfect proportions and just slide right through. So I'm just gonna do 24.
Okay, so you're just cutting those into 24 pretty even pieces. And this is crescent dough, you say, just out of the fridge?
Yep, just the cans that you pop open that terrify you. So now we have like our little dough, and then we're gonna put it just right into our little muffin tins. Just easy like that.
And you're pushing it in a little bit to the shape of the tin.
Yep, so that's gonna form our little cups. Just like that, so super simple.
And you cut the brie into little squares, it looks like.
Yes, so I'm using brie because also like brie is just so creamy, smooth, delicious, and it kind of reminds me of the holidays a little bit.
We do with the brie on the holidays, yes.
A lot of people will ask, do you have to take the rind off? Do you leave it on? But the rind is edible. Okay. So you can totally leave it on, and it even gives it a little bit more flavor as well.
And so what goes in next? The brie, or are you putting something else?
So we're gonna do the chopped nuts next.
Nuts next.
Yes, and I used pecans. If you want to toast them to bring out a little more flavor, you can. You can also switch up whatever nut that you want.
Okay, good. So if you're not a pecan fan.
Yeah, so you could use walnuts. Pistachios would also be amazing.
Ooh, that would be good.
So I mean, I love pistachios, so that's also another fun little one that you can do. So I'm just putting the nuts in the bottom. And
what cranberry do you like to use?
I just use a canned cranberry sauce.
Easy.
You can keep it so that it is like still has the berries in it, or you can, and you can substitute that out too. If you want to use a preserve, a different kind, if you're not looking for cranberry, you could use an apricot preserve. Like you can totally
whatever you like.
Switch up the flavors in this, which is great. So I've got my nuts in the bottom, and then we've got our brie. I wanted to show you the brie wheel, kind of what that looks like. And
you just cut it right like that. You didn't worry about taking that off or anything.
Yes, so this is the rind. You do not have to take it off. So then it's easy to just cut through and start making your little bite-sized squares.
Are these easy if you wanted to make them ahead too?
You can make these ahead and refrigerate them. A good hack on this is that you can just pop them like in the air fryer to kind of just heat them up back again.
Oh, that's nice to know.
Just right before you serve them. So, like I said, this is just like the perfect bite-sized appetizer.
And so is that what goes on next, right after the nuts?
So yes, now we put our little square of brie. And if it's looking like it's a little like too big for the cup, you can just cut them down a little bit, but I mean, the more cheese, the better, right?
And you top it with the preserve, and then I see you put a little sprig of an herb on top too, just for a garnish.
Yeah, so it's fun just to do like a little garnish of rosemary on top. And I mean, they just look like the perfect festive holiday appetizer.
And can we gush over your cookbook for a second?
Yes, so this is our baby, right? So we started the site in 2012, and so this has been a long time in the making. And so since we have so many recipes on the site, like over 3,000, we put 150 of the best, and we call it tried and true because
you've tried them and they're true.
Tried and tested by millions of people and loved. And so we compiled and put 150 in, and then we also have 25 exclusive cookbook recipes. And I love this cookbook because it's one that isn't gonna sit on the shelf, like you're gonna use it again and again. And it is all of our website passion and favorite recipes all into one.
The recipes you know you're gonna love, like this one. It sounds delicious. We're gonna try them here in a minute, but remind people how they can connect with you.
So they can go to my website, therecipecritic.com, and we're also on all the things, the platforms.
All the things.
Facebook and Instagram, and that's how they can stay connected and keep up with all the new recipes.
The yumminess. All right, thanks Alyssa for sharing.
Thank you so much.